Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to more 428 Shibuya Scramble. My name is Raven from the Sky, and let's do this. Passed by the man I noticed earlier, the one I didn't recognize. The sales demo's over. I wonder why he's still here. Give him a faint nod. He nods back before slipping to the demo room. Should keep my fingers crossed for the guy. At last, I'm back outside the building. I feel bad not returning the cat suit to the man from the rental place. Still, I can't just walk around town wearing this thing. I'll stick out like a sore thumb. Hold on, I still can't get this thing off. It's time I skin this cat. Does it still keep out? Still keep out. See, Aichi is. His bad innings freed up. Sealed in. So I get to do the whole thing over again. All right, I think we've laid low long enough. I think we should be on our way. He's about to get to his feet when he heard voices outside the storeroom again. Yikes! It was pretty careless of us. Yeah, we definitely got to watch it. The theater guys from earlier had returned. Okay, we've already seen this. Okay, gang. Wow, that takes me way back. All right, let's hurry on back. Alright, you rest over to the door. Are you freaking kidding me? Locked in. That door was the only way in or out. Aichi had told me we're well and truly trapped inside the storeroom. This is all my fault, Aichi said. It's my idea to hide out here in the first place. He bowed to Hitomi repeatedly. We're never going to be able to find that blue minivan now. Guess we'll have to get someone on the outside to help us, Hitomi replied. She scowled thoughtfully. They powered their phones back on or to call for help. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's me. It's an email from Mr. Tanaka. Okay. Hitomi began typing out a response with practiced ease. More wild delusions rose in on Aichi's mind. Oh, man. Last time, she didn't get a response. Stealing a quick glance at Hitomi, He noticed her gazing happily at her phone's screen. His delusions ran even more wild. While he was still fretting furiously, Hitomi finished typing her response. So, what did you wind up saying? Aichi asked. I explained the situation. Like, we're trapped in the storeroom. You've got some guys chasing after you, and you're looking for some van. Yes. I also asked him to please keep this a secret from any family and the police. Whoever this Tanaka guy was, Hitomi sure seemed to put a lot of trust in him. A short while later, Hitomi's phone chimed with a reply. She checked the screen in a flash, all eagerness. Aichi couldn't help but ask, so, what's that Tanaka's guy have to say? Did his utmost to pretend he didn't notice. A or B? Should we pretend not to notice? Or should we be nosy? Couldn't help but to ask. Let's be nosy. So, what's that Tanaka guy have to say? A hint of jealousy slipped into his voice. Oh. He says he's gonna try to find the minivan for us. Huh? If he just comes and lets us out, I can go look for it myself. He says he wants us to hide out here a little longer. Oh, what the hell? Seriously. He says that if someone's after me, it's safer to stay where we are. Yeah, I'm out of the running. Aichi thought to himself. This Tanaka was clearly pretty concerned for her, and there was really only one reason a middle-aged man would think like that. All right, fine, we'll wait. Aichi turned his own phone off and slumped back in a huff. After 20 more minutes in the storeroom, the two were sitting in silence. Aichi had run out of things to talk about. Do you think you'll ever be friends again? You and that one guy, Susumu, I think it was. Hitomi's question caught Aichi off guard. He stammered, unsure how to respond. Hitomi shook her head. I'm so sorry. I barely know you. That was insensitive of me. No, it's all right. I mean, sometimes I wish things could go back to the way they used to be, Aichi said. He let out a tiny sigh. What that Kiru guy said was the truth. I was the guy who founded SOS. Do you know what I mean by that? I mean, I never wanted to be in charge of a gang or anything. But I knew if I left SOS, it would just fall apart. And I didn't want everyone else to get all caught up over who would take my place, you know? So I thought long and hard about it, looking for a way for folks to stay friends even after I was gone. The loud voice echoed through the pool hall that served as SOS HQ. What do you mean you're leaving? Susumu was positively red in the face. You're the founder, Aichi. You can't just up and quit. Susumu had been almost like a younger brother to Aichi. If anyone was going to try to stop him, Aichi knew full well it would be Susumu. Look, I'm not gang leader material. All I've been trying to do is make sure we're all able to have fun. That's not true, Susumu said. Think about all that stuff you taught us. Don't you remember? Every man gets to make one request in this life that cannot be denied. Those are your words, Aichi. Did I say that? It's the heaviest thing you've ever said. Then to Aichi's consternation, Susumu got down on his hands and knees. I'm begging you, please don't leave. Without you, SOS is nothing. Aichi could feel his conviction waver. I'm begging you here, from one man to another. This is my one request. Susumu, I'm sorry. Aichi could barely croak out the words. I'm leaving you in charge. You can't, Susumu pleaded. Please don't say that. Aichi turned his back to him in silence. Please, Aichi. Why won't you listen? I can't possibly beg you any harder than this. Enough with all that request nonsense. Aichi grimaced. What? Look at you, down on your hands and knees like that. Pathetic. Ultimate stems from the Greek pathetikos, meaning subject to feeling or capable of emotion. Over time, the meaning changed to signify exciting the passions. Later on, the more modern sense of arousing one's pity. Aichi spoke as harshly as he could, fighting to mask his true feelings. I'm fed up with you, all of you. With each word out of his mouth, Aichi could feel his own heart breaking. If he could make the others hate him, at least it would give SOS a reason to stay together. How can you say that? Don't you try and pull that crap. Susumu's tone had changed from sadness to anger. Fine then, he railed. I'm never asking you for anything again. I'll do what you want. I'll take the reins of SOS. Aichi walked away, waving vaguely without looking back. Good luck. I mean it. Once he stepped out of the pool hall, he wiped his sleeve across his face, came away wet with tears. Sometimes I think that maybe I could apologize to those guys and we would go back to the good old days again. That's never gonna happen, not unless Suzune gets better. He stared into the distance at nothing in particular. At least he'd sorted out how he felt about his former pals. Is there nothing that can help your sister? Hitomi asked. She needs a heart transplant. And the problem with heart transplants is that the timing is tricky. It is. The act of surgically implanting one's person's heart to another body. Such an operation is typically only performed on a patient with severe heart disease who cannot survive without a new heart. There are strict requirements that must be met before a heart can be transplanted. However, chief among them, that the donor must first be brain dead. Yep. Even if there's a donor available, the transplant has to be performed within 4 hours or things get dicey. Oh wow, I didn't realize. Someone with a heart that's a match for Suzune would need to die somewhere near her. Somewhere they could perform the surgery within that 4-hour window. The odds of that happening are so small that it would almost be a miracle, which is what my sister's been waiting for. Archie thumped the left side of his chest. If my heart would do the trick, I'd gladly let her have it. Earn it. And I've got a strong heart, too. He thumped himself on the chest again and again. He didn't mention it to Hitomi, but Suzune's blood type made finding her a heart transplant even more difficult. She had Bombay blood. Type of blood that does not correspond to the more common types of ABO or AB. In some instances, standard blood typing yields a result of O. Such individuals, first discovered in the city of Bombay, now Mumbai, on India's west coast, the blood type takes its name from that city due to its relatively high incidence rate among the inhabitants. It was one of the rarest blood types in the world. Apparently there were only a few dozen people in all of Japan who had it. If Suzune were ever to receive a heart transplant, it would need to be from someone who also has Bombay blood. Aichi? Tomi sounded like she was on the verge of tears. Wow, she must really feel bad for Suzune. If you did manage to find a heart for your sister, what would you do? What do you mean? Say, if you happen to cross someone who was a donor match. I would do anything. Anything? Yeah, whatever it took. I'd risk my own life if it meant helping Suzune. I mean, at that point, I'd assume God had granted me a miracle or something, you know? Mr. Tanaka? Tommy's voice was barely a squeak. For a moment, all was silent. Maybe it's just a cat. I suggested, or not. Cat, huh? The sales demo is over, and against all odds, I managed to get paid. Money clutched in one paw, I head to the knick-knack shop to finally buy that necklace I can't stop thinking about. Hello, anyone here? There's no reply. Is the shopkeeper out? Just a moment. Panting, the sales clerk comes scurrying to the shop behind me. Sorry about that, just had to pop out for a sec. Phew. You would not believe what I just saw. He leans against the pillar, gasping audibly as he tries to catch his breath. You hear about that necklace. You still have it? Of course. Thank you so much. I have half the money here and the rest in my... I suddenly remember something very important. Oh no! Sales clerk gives me a curious look. What's the matter? My wallet is still in here. I pat the costume around the tummy. So why don't you just take the outfit off? Well, I mean, the zipper's kind of broken. I wouldn't be having all this trouble if I could just get out of this darn costume. Kind of broken. It's way more broken than that. Salesforce points me to a full body mirror. He's right, the zipper on the back is hanging open. Taking this thing off will be a cinch now. Oh, thank you. First it wouldn't, it was all the way up top, broke. Give him a bow. I'm not sure you need to be thanking me, he says. No, I do. If you hadn't pointed me that out, I might have let myself stay stuck in here forever. So really, thank you so much. I bow again and again. What? It's her twin sister! Oh my god! Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. My name is Raven from the Sky. If you enjoyed the episode, drop a like and subscribe to the channel and the series grow. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.